Welcome back. It's art time class. Today I'm joined by Buddy the Bird, and we are going to show you how to make this simple origami boat. Let's go ahead and get started. You're going to need a plain sheet of paper. Here I have an 8.5 by 11 piece of copy paper, but I recommend trying different types of paper for this activity, especially if you want to make multiples and see if you can get them to float in water. Different papers will absorb water differently. You might even want to find some magazine paper that has a glossy finish that's a little more water resistant and make a couple boats out of that type of paper and see which ones float and which ones sink the fastest. Just a little fun if you have extra time for your art. First, let's make a square. To make a square, you're going to need to take this point and bring it down to this edge. Some students will bring it over here and have this area left over. You don't want that. You don't want to bring it too far down either so that you have that area left over. You want this to be at a point. To help your child or student do that, you're going to put your finger up here at the corner where you want the point to be. That's going to really help make a nice point. If you're in kindergarten or first grade, I usually have the squares of paper made for you before we even get to class. If you are in second grade, I do make you try to figure out how to make your own squares. Now I have backups if you need help. And it usually takes 3 to 5 times for a student to get the square if it's a struggle for them. And usually in third or fourth grade or in like middle school, you have practiced these skills already and you can usually get this pretty quickly. We're going to cut off this extra piece. So this right angle triangle, when I have 2 of them together, will make a square. I can fold and then cut. I'm going to go ahead and just hold the papers close together and cut. While I'm cutting, my scissors are faced away from me. My scissors open and close and do not move forward or backwards. The paper moved forwards and my scissors just open and closed. Never have your scissors like pointed up over here or like towards yourself. It's not safe. And we're going to need the square sheet of paper for this activity. And what we're going to do is open this up and try to forget the fold here, okay? Forget that you have this diagonal fold. We're not going to be using it for the activity. Instead, we're going to fold this over in half, lining up these 2 corners here. Again, I had one hand on top, one hand under, lining up that corner. I pull my hand out and kind of push down, and then want to press down again using like my nail or my thumb, making it really nice and crisp fold. We're now going to open it up and take this side and this side and fold them to the center fold. It's going to look something like this. All right. Next are some diagonal folds, but they're little. It's this corner to this fold here. So right here where that fold is at the top, I'm going to put my finger here to make it a nice point. I'm going to do that on all 4 corners. I recommend rotating your paper. When you're doing this, it makes me faster when I rotate my paper and do it all. Plus, it helps me keep it under the camera. All right, so here I have my shape, a octagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 sides, so an octagon. Fold those in and fold this in. All right, so here is what's going to be like a little boat here. Okay, this one's going to be a little bigger than this one. And I want this part folded in. Some students can push their thumb in and fold along like that, fold along like that. And then when they fold it up, it folds in. It's a little harder to do. So if that's hard for you, instead, fold over and then open this up and then fold it in. And we practice this on some of our pop-up card projects. If you want more practice doing that, check out the first pop-up card project. All right, now we have all our folds done. We need to tuck a fold under. And what that is I'm going to take this up, or I'm going to take this one up. Doesn't matter which one. I'm going to take one of them up, and I'm going to tuck that under there. Did y'all see that? Let's do it on this side. It doesn't matter if I go to this side or this side. I can do them both on the same side, or I can do opposite sides. I'm going to fold that under, and that tucks it under here. Ta-da! Here's our little boat. At this point, you need to be sure to put your name on it. If you make this and you like put it in a tub of water and you try to get it to float and it sinks and you don't clean it up, you need to be sure that your name's on it because it's your responsibility. It might be hard to read your name, but hopefully it will help keep you responsible for your activity. Be safe. Don't like throw this at anyone or in a crowded space. Be responsible. Be sure to pick it up. Be respectful. Always clean up after yourself. That's respectful. Right? Look, it like holds my pins. Woo! What do you think, buddy? You like it? Till next time, keep being creative. It's like it's floating on clouds. Try different types of papers. Some papers absorb the water faster if you're going to do a science experiment. This is a fun science experiment for art.